This episode is brought to you by Trump Mortgage.
Good day. I'm Sarah Tilson, and this is The Real Deal. The city announced plans to change the popular 421A tax abatement to require developers to build more affordable housing. The abatement was created in 1971 to spur new residential development by lessening property taxes, but critics have said it now benefits developers of luxury condos. Developers are worried about one proposal that would require developers in the 421A's exclusion zones to pay full taxes unless they build affordable housing on site. The City Council is expected to vote on the plans this fall. This week, a Midtown South office tower sold for $450 million, or $468 a square foot. L&L Holding Company and an affiliate of General Electric Pension Trust bought 2 Park Avenue in an off-market deal. The tower last traded in 2003 for $292 million. The W Hotel in Union Square has changed hands. A firm controlled by the ruling family of Dubai bought the hotel from the related companies for $285 million. The same firm, Is Tithmar, also recently bought the Knickerbocker Hotel in Times Square. The landmark Standard Oil building at 26 Broadway is on the sales market for an undisclosed price. The 31-story tower could fetch as much as $262.5 million, according to comparisons with other building sales in Lower Manhattan. Mixed-use development of the far West Side rail yards could net the city $25 billion in revenue over the next 25 to 30 years, according to Deputy Mayor Dan Doctoroff. Doctoroff made the estimate during City Council hearings this week. The rail yards were recently put on the sales market by the Metropolitan Transportation Authority. The City Council wants to give residents of Stuyvesant Town and Peter Cooper Village 120 days notice of a sale of the 2 apartment complexes. A bill introduced this week would require any buyer to notify residents in the 11,200 apartment complexes. Rents were up in Manhattan in September, according to a new report. The average rent on a Manhattan apartment was $2,641 a month, up from $2,350 in August, according to the report from City Habitats. Tribeca and Soho had the highest rents, with an average of $3,718 in September, up from $2,950 the month before. The vacancy rate for Manhattan rentals also increased, inching up to 0.83% in September, from 0.76% in August. The former New York Telephone Company building in downtown Brooklyn is going condo. Sales of the 219 units in the 27-story building on Bridge Street started this week. The building has now been dubbed Belltel Lofts, with units starting at $500,000. It's still a New York City home sales record, but now even more so. The sale of the 20,000-square-foot Harkness Mansion on East 75th Street closed earlier this month. It was originally speculated that the mansion went for $46 million. It actually sold for $53 million, making it the first single New York City home to sell for more than $50 million. A leading national group working against housing discrimination has accused the city's largest residential brokerage of discriminatory sales practices. The accusations from the National Fair Housing Alliance allege that brokers in the Corcoran Group's Brooklyn Heights office withheld information from African American clients and steered white clients from certain areas of the neighborhood. State Assembly Speaker Sheldon Silver remains opposed to the current plan for the Moynihan Station Transit Hub in Manhattan. Silver controls a vote on the Public Authorities Control Board, which has the final say on the proposed $900 million hub. Thank you for joining us for this edition of The Real Deal's webcast. Please join us next week for the latest real estate news. I'm Sarah Tilson, and this is The Real Deal.